What is up, Buff Riders? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at 25 different variations of how to use the SlingShot hip circle. It's time to open up the booty cake baking factory. Let's jump right into the exercises. The first exercise we are taking a look at is the bodyweight squat. You want to make sure that you are expressing the knees outward. The whole goal is to get your glutes firing. As you go through just a regular body weight squat, you can mix up your levels on this. You can get super low, do some partial repetitions. The body weight squat, this is an awesome exercise to do before you go into any loaded squats. Since we are talking variations today, a very simple way to vary the body weight squat is to do some pause squats. I would recommend pausing at the bottom anywhere from 3 upwards of 20 or even 30 seconds. Monster walks are next. Driving those knees out, you're trying to keep the feet square. You are walking heel toe and you are keeping distance in between the feet. It's important to keep the distance in between the feet so the glutes constantly are firing as you go through your monster walk forward and backward. Now we are taking a look at our lateral series. We have some side steps here, keeping the feet square. I like to even pigeon my toes in, like walk pigeon-toed sometimes. Just do not let them externally rotate or duck out. Changing levels in the body is also very effective. Remember, there's many ways to do every exercise. Don't let anyone tell you different. You can do some squatted down. You can do some standing nice and tall. And you can also mix up the range of motion and the speed in which you do the exercise. So you can see right here, I got some wider steps, do some small choppy quick steps mixed in with a big one. Small choppy and quick, boom, big step. So really mix up your speeds and vary your range of motion. Ice skaters are next. This is a wide stepped lateral step. This one really gets your glutes firing and also adds that aerobic effect. Changing the level of the band as well will help you get a different stimulus to each exercise, above the knee and also high calf. I do these glute tutorials and my ass is on fire. After I did all 25 of these exercises, my butt was killing me. Here we have some first step quickness with the hip circle. Athletes, listen up, throw this one into your routine. In fact, throw all of these into your routine. Okay, here we have some hip abduction. So you're basically gonna go down into a pause squat and add some abduction. Let those knees collapse and drive those knees out and stretch out that hip circle as much as you can. Elvis Presley's here. One leg at a time. One leg stays stable. Let one leg collapse in as you drive out. You should still feel both glutes during this exercise. Quick, fast pulses too, if you really want to make your ass fire, because we do have slow twitch and fast twitch fibers. Do some quick pulses like you're seeing here to really get those things awake. Side lunges are next. These are static side lunges, a good mobility exercise to kind of open up the groin and then hit each glute, sitting the hips back into each corner of the room. If we do one thing static, we can also do things dynamically. We're just planting that foot, stepping out, planting, stepping out and planting, just a different variation of the static side lunge. fire hydrants are next. You're basically balancing on one foot. This is going to take an element of balance. Some people call these swinging gaits as well. You're having that hip drive up, back, and out as the other knee stabilizes. The foot that's on the ground needs to stay nice and still and stabilize here. So you can do the swinging gait or the fire hydrant. You can also do, what are we doing, glute kickbacks here? No, this is the isometric hold. So really all you need is 1 or 2, maybe 3 reps here. Just open that hip up and stay nice and still. So you can see right here, just opening that hip up, stay nice and still. Keep both glutes firing, don't move a muscle. Attention all Instagram booty models, we have the donkey kick back. Basically getting a nice good forward lean with your upper torso as you're driving that heel back and out, keeping that lumbar nice and still too. You don't want to be overarching the back. I see a lot of people really overarch the back here. My glutes are on fire. And say hello to little Gumbo. Driving that hip out, firing that glute, all about mind to muscle connection. It is a real thing. Donkey kicks. Ooh, these are kind of fun. Jump squats, a little aerobic element, basically in and out squats. So feet together and then apart, driving those hips out, getting nice and low. I like these anywhere between repetitions of 15 and 30. Next, we have floor fire hydrants, which is a different variation of our standing fire hydrant. Take a look at the low lumbar. My lower back needs to stay nice and flat. Wrists are underneath our shoulders. Activate that glute and hip. It's also a good opportunity to pair this with the donkey or glute kickback. And you can do all of these floor exercises at different angles. Like really try all different angles and different speeds as well, just like we talked about earlier in the video. Next, we have side lying hip abduction. You want to place that top hand and really put some pressure into the ground. Rest your head up on your bicep and drive that top foot up to the roof, and then we're going right into a clam. This is a very tough exercise. It is kind of a shorter range of motion, and honestly it's a super tough exercise. I usually prefer to use a lighter band, but if all you have is the hip circle, then this is the side lying clam. A real big booty burner here. Okay, bridge series, driving those knees out and then going through a 2-leg bridge. You can see I'm propped up on my heels. The goal is to try to get the hips firing at the very top of the movement as the knees are driving out on the band and creating tension. And here we're doing some more of those good girl, bad girls, which we talked about earlier, some pulses. And I believe lastly, we have single leg bridge. So still adding tension to the band and going through basic single leg bridge. So that's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. SlingShot Hip Circle 25 exercise variation. There is a link below if you guys do not have a hip circle. So please click that link, go over to Amazon and buy your SlingShot Hip Circle today. I am KG. This is the roughest and buffest place to be on all of YouTube. I will see you guys next time. Peace.